Oh man, fucking dragging ass. Gotta get this goddamn video done. How am I gonna get the energy to fucking do this? I know. Ooh, oh God, it is good to be back, motherfuckers. Let's go. I don't mean to fucking come off as a little bit conceited, but I am absolutely sniffing myself this week. Went ahead and brought down the arch rival, hated, evil Empire. Let's go, Brandon. Of course, you all know and love him as Mr. Dave Curtis was just up in Boston to bring his son into the Catholic Church. It was a beautiful ceremony, but I had to lay the whoop ass down on him, shut his ass out of the playoffs. If I'm not going, neither are you, dirty motherfucker. And it just it feels great, but it feels even better because I opened the door here for your boy Shu to QB sneak his way into the playoffs in his 7-7 record, as you see, tied with Moylan up here at 7-7, along with Greg, but Greg's scoring is fourth in the league, and then right behind him is Shoe Boy, who's squeaking it out over Moylan. It was two guys fighting over it. They were both hungry for the playoffs. They've never tasted a bite, but Shoe Boy's historic franchise is finally in the fucking dance, boys. Let's go. Okay, this motherfucker right here, he told us in an exclusive interview with the GFY weekly review show that he in particular came into this year with a new approach, a new mindset, new ways to attack the competition, and boy has it fucking shown. This motherfucker right here has the fifth highest scoring in the league. That is insane. From all the depth that he's gone through, just congratulations, round of applause for Shoe Boy. Looking at the rest of our playoff contestants we got here, of course, winter is coming. John, he went ahead and beat out Betro for that one seed in a huge matchup this past week 14. I accidentally paid Betro as the high scorer in week 14, and then I fucked it up when I sent it to John too. I wrote the wrong week, but that's fine. They're both Final Four guys. They're going to get their money taken care of. Don't worry. But in these other matchups, very intriguing. So we got Greg, who's making his second playoff appearance in league history, against Breen, who's making his second consecutive playoff appearance. They're going to take on each other for the rights to play John next week. This is sudden death. Anything can happen, especially down here. I'm looking at the matchup between Shoe Boy, who's coming in with the new mindset, the hot team coming out of nowhere to storm these playoffs. I'm looking for him to get a big upset against the defending league champion here, King Ginger Suckbag. Hopefully it happens. It probably won't. I don't think my rankings would reflect so, but I'm rooting for Shu. I know he's number 6 in the program, but he's number 1 in your heart, and they'll go on to face Betro next week. And now finally we've got our last power rankings of the year. Up top is John. He's my favorite to take home the championship after that huge win against Betro. They both get a week off to think about that. Betro dwelling on an L. John, feeling good about himself, is going to be going into the semifinals against somebody. Hopefully the bye curse doesn't get to them. Next we got Ryan. I think he's got some good odds to steamroll through Shu here this week, but you never know with single elimination. That's the beauty of it. I'm ranking him high, so hopefully it jinxes him. Come on with me, people. Then we got Breen. I put Shu next, and Greg is down at the bottom of all the playoff contenders because he's absolutely backed into the dance here. I'm not sure he knows what the fuck he's doing here. My guy is the top non-playoff contender in my eyes because he literally could have been in the playoffs right now had he just paid attention to his fucking roster. But instead, he's a dipshit and he's sitting at 6-8. Dave's next. Then we got Dridge underneath him because Dridge lost to me twice, so that makes you pretty bad. And then I went with Campbell, Moylan. Moylan, even though he's 7-7, he's by far the worst team in the history of fantasy football to almost make the playoffs. Then, of course, we got me. I suck long and fat dicks. And you can all go fuck yourselves. Thank you very much. One last thing, there's a new poll question. Go vote on it right now. Just vote. Just vote. It's going to be binding. Whatever it is, by the end of the semifinals is what is going to be binding, so we will know for the championship game what we will be doing for the draft order next year. So go vote.